Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're gonna continue working on part 12 of this house build. Let's get started. So in the previous video, we were able to add the surrounding floors. We have the streets, our curb, or a sidewalk, and also we finalized adding the backyard stairs and the front stairs, and even extending the border wall. Now we're gonna continue working on this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to choose the materials for our walls right here. So now I'm gonna go to modify and then click on paint, and then here we're gonna paint individual walls or faces. So right now I'm gonna choose one of the material. So for example, softwood lumber. I'm gonna choose this wall, and then here the corresponding wall as well, and then the other walls. So this wall will be a different material, and then here we're gonna change this material as well. I'm gonna choose sash. So sash for this one and for this one as well. So those are different finishes. We're also going to change the finish for this front, and then as well as onto this side. So maybe soft lumber should also go right about here as well. So we have soft lumber and then sash for this. And then I'm just gonna leave this color right there, or maybe we could just change it to pine. And then pine as well for this face. In regards with the top here, so probably I'm gonna undo this because there's gonna be a contrast. I'm gonna choose pine on the top portion of this one, but in order for you to paint this, because if you try and painting this one with pine, so for example you want to paint this, you won't be able because this is a model in place. So what you need to do is select that one, edit in place, and then from here you add your paint, and you can even split face this. So here I'm gonna choose this, I'm gonna split face this one. I want to make sure this is 90, and probably I'm gonna grab it from there around 100 from the corner. At the same time, click on finish. I'm going to split face this one as well, and I'm going to have same one. This should be I want this one to be 100 as well. And then now I'm gonna offset this one to 100 as well. And then now trim and extend. So now it's all the way there. But we could just push it all the way right here up to the end. And then click finish. Here you just need to make sure that it is touching the yellow. Once it's touching the yellow, you're good to go. And then now click paint, go and look for pine. I'm just looking for pine. There we go. And then now you can select pine to that extrusion. And then click finish. And then that actually gave some depth to our model. Okay, so I'm just looking for here. I just want to edit probably the material. So actually ivory matte is good. I want to change this. Instead of cherry, I want something black. So I'm gonna choose damp roofing. So I'm gonna change all of this to damp roofing. Every time I see cherry, I want to make it dark. So the glazing, just leave it as glass, and then the door handle, aluminum. So that's fine. And then here we could edit this. So the baluster, that's fine. Top railing, railing structure, I'm going to delete this. Click apply, okay. And then now top railing, elliptical, I want to change that as well. I want it to be rectangular, 50 by 50, and then change the material to something metal. I'm gonna choose this one. I'm gonna copy that and check anything that I need to change in terms of material. And I'm happy with this. And then just look at how it looks. Looks much better. And then in terms of the gate, we're going to add a gate there later on. Here the floor is actually sticking out, but it's actually over something as well. If we push it back, what will happen is we will just have an opening there, I might say. Or this is something that we could change. So I'm planning on maybe using roof EMD to change that. so that it's not sticking out, and this is black. So I'm happy with that as well. And then here I want to make it thicker again, just so that there is nothing showing there. So there we go. At least it's nothing is exposed. And then here, now we could go to hidden and then make sure this is fine. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take an image from the ground. So here under 3D view, go to drop down and then click on camera, and then we're going to take a picture all the way right there. Probably we could just move it something like that. If we're going to just delete this, will it look like doesn't look complete? Maybe I'll just have this one edit to be exposed. I could just add something at the top there. So I think that's a good idea to just add something at the top here, even though it's an extrusion model in place. I think it's the easiest way to just add. So generic model, we're going to go extrusion, and then we're going to pick a plane. Let's pick the top of this wall. So I'm gonna go to 3D in order for me to choose this. There we go, I chose it. Now I could go to my ground, and then now I'm going to just add maybe around 90, or make it short, 50. And then I'm just gonna copy that multiple times. Select that, 100, 100. And to make it fast, I'm gonna select this and then copy again, CO, and then grab it from there. But wait, made a mistake. Copy from there instead. And then I'm just gonna delete the others. And then here I'm just gonna delete this, and then this. Click finish, but actually just change it to a metal finish, maybe this one. Click finish, and then let's look at it at 3D, and we can expand it to something like that. And then obviously we're going to add in the gate. So probably let's not go over, and then just click finish. So go to 3D again. If you change it to realistic, it looks much nicer to have that. Okay, so that looks good. What we could do now is we could create our sheets. So I'm gonna go under the project browser, just click on sheets and right click on that, new sheets. A0 is already loaded. If you want to load more, you go to the main and go to title block, and we have different sizes here on metric. So now we're gonna just use A0, press OK. And then here, what we could do is we could open up this one. It already have A101, and then we just need to keep on adding more sheets. Let's add at least 6 for now, and then we can just instantly delete it if we don't use it. So there's a couple of things that you can change. You can change it right here. Cover sheet. You can also go here and then select it from here. You can change, this one is first floor. Again, you can just double click it there, it will open. And then second floor. And we could add in sections. And then we could add in elevations. And then another elevation. Let's just delete the S. So that's good. But before we add anything onto our sheet, we need to clean up our drawing first. So go to level 1. We already set 1 is to 50. So here you need to go to under properties, the extent. You need to check all of them. It will create a box, and then you will need to size it so that it's not too big once you add it to the drawing. After that, uncheck the ones in the middle, crop region visible, and then click apply. Level 2 again. You will need to check all of them. This is already changed. Resize. Don't worry if you go over this, like for example here, it will adjust itself. So even though if you need it like that, it will adjust itself. So don't worry about that. So here, I'm going to uncheck that, click apply. Now we're going to add in some sections as well. So here I'm going to add in a section. I'm going to add a section showing right here. And then let's fix this one right about there. and then another section in between the stairs. Select that one again, and then fix the view range. And then we need to go to under section 1 right here, and then just clean it up a little bit. You can use the same thing, annotation crop, and then click apply. You can change the view, you can change it to fine, and then you can change the display. So here what I usually like is to go to shadows, and then to go to background, and then gradient. So it will look like that. So for background, you can change it to maybe none. Image. So I'll rather have for section only uncheck the shadows, so that we have something like this. It looks much better. Section 2, 1:50, and then what we have here is to change it to fine, and then go to display, and then just change this one to gradient. Click apply, OK, and then check this one, uncheck this one. You want to make sure to uncheck that, the one in between. And then here on our elevation, we need to change it again to 1:50. Check all of this, resize it, and then change it to fine, and then graphic display. I'm going to add the shadows here, and then the gradient, and then uncheck the middle. Go to north again, change this scale, check all of this, resize, change this one to fine, graphic display, check all the shadows, and then background. You can resize it, and then uncheck this one. Go to south, change the scale, click to fine, go to graphics, show the shadows, and add gradient. And then here we need to crop this, and then here size, and then uncheck the middle. And then here under west, check all of this, the shadows and the background to gradient. And then now resize, and then uncheck this one. So we're gonna stop here for now and continue on the next video. Thank you for watching, and I hope you liked the video. Please hit like and subscribe. Feel free to comment down below.